Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, the free-to-play. Today is the 3rd of April, because it's after midnight, and put the good old weather live stream up because we have tornadoes all over the place up here in the Midwest and back down south. And I'm just keeping an eye on things because I just got home from the gig, and we're just making sure the family's safe for right now. And because, but I want to tell you, look, we got records in the PAX, and Batcher took Grief Karga's place in the Fleet 4C. So she's on the node with the Outrider, which is interesting. And of course, he's still farmable in the Cantina, and he's still with what is that? IG? No, it's IG 11 in the Light Side 3. So that's interesting. And of course, we have territory wars and all this fun stuff. And hey, I got some Zam. Sweet. Even though I think I finished Zam. This I thought was interesting. Abo. It's coming. And watched Arnold, and of course, he's all over the moon. And you can see 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. Introducing 2 new squads, Dark Side clones. And the Jedi Vanguard, of course. And that will lead to Jedi Master Mace Windu. So we were calling Master Mace. I don't know if I did it on here or somewhere else, but Master Mace is indeed what we have. And I'm not sure about that, but yeah, it's Master Mace is coming. I gotta tell you, I'm a little intrigued by the whole dark side. I mean, because it was one thing when everybody thought that Lord Vader was a clown, and quite frankly, I'm not a Vader guy. I know there's a lot of people that love Vader, that think he's the greatest of all time. I just don't happen to be one of them. If you're new to the channel, you should, there's a certain redhead that I have a certain affinity for because she's just, I just thought she was really interesting character. I think if they made her canon, and I mean, I'm not saying she could be the GOAT, but I'm not saying she couldn't be the GOAT if they did it right. And I think if they did it right and they told a good story, that's the key, though. Telling a good story and not shoving insane stuff down people's throat because for, whatever. Just tell a story. Just tell a good story. I mean, why do we have to? I mean, I don't understand why people love making things harder than it needs to be. And you might say that I do that too. And from it's just a thing. Like these people in this chat that are just like, oh my gosh, tell me about where I live. And it's like, do you hear sirens going off? Then don't worry about it. But it's just like all these people wanting updates on their current area, and it's like, if you're in place If there's no sirens going off, then there's nothing to worry about. If there's a siren going off, then you might need to take shelter. Call me crazy, but I mean, people are like losing their mind about, oh my gosh, tell me, I gotta know, I can't not know. And it's like, yeah, I mean, watch. If you see or you hear that warning go off for your area, then, I mean, if you've been watching forever, like I've been listening to this, I was listening to this as I was working, just to make sure nothing screwy went down while I was at work. And, just listening and, I'm listening and I'm like, oh, I know the places that are close to where I live. And it's like, oh, hey, there's a thunderstorm. There's a severe thunderstorm warning from my house for where I live. Maybe that means I need to have a little urgency so I can go home. And here, got it on the other screen. The volume's not up because I'm talking to you lovely people. But I'm still watching. I'm still watching if it affects me. But I'm like not freaking out because there's nothing to freak out about, right? Seems a little crazy, but back to Oppo. I'm not a dark side guy, except for Mistress Mara. But just from what Arnold was talking about earlier, I think there's potential definitely that Lord Vader could go from 0 to hero in a hurry. And I'm not saying that that Disney might be remaking Hercules, but I'm not saying that he could be his stock could be rising across the board, and it honestly, it's piqued my interest. It's not enough to pique my interest, and I don't know. Because you put these farming places in place, and it's like, if I was starting this account today, would I go for Slicker or Lord Vader? It might make sense to go for Lord Vader. Now, that being said, I'm not starting. I have no plans to start a 6th account because that could be considered a little concerning by people. Not that 5 is not, but and even on my Hyperlight account, I'm still like, I'm thinking about it because I bought the Bad Batch, and I'm like, what do I need? And then I'm like, I need gas. And if I go get gas, it's like, I might as well, if I get her, I might as well take her to Relic 9 so I can have her ready for Ahsoka. Because you need him at 8 for LV. And so it's like, oh, that's just, what's one more relic level? Because to go from where he is with Lord Vader to where he is with, in order to get Ahsoka. So I don't know. I'm not too far from being able to get him. I mean, it's just like they kind of gave you a reason to get gas, and it's like, but at the end of the day, you're still not going to be able to. There's Oppo. Look at him. Interesting. That might look tough, dude. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know. Definitely. But for right now, we're just doing the thing, and obviously our course is still waiting for um, what's that guy's name? That ship and that guy in the other ship. Of course, is still waiting for Kylo's command shuttle. And then after that, of course, SLKR. And then after that, of course, Executor. And then we have plans for after that make a whole lot of sense. But this I don't usually get like this, but I'm genuinely it's piqued my interest because we know it's Oppo, and then we clone Trooper next, or clone Assassin, or whatever CX2 is, and then after that we get two more, and it looks tough. It looks menacing, and I gotta believe that if me, somebody that really doesn't care that all about that much about Lord Vader at all, that if whoever, if it's Arnold, if it's Zareth, if it's Sanjina, if it's Calvin, if it's uh, Beaver, if it's Estramac, if it's whoever, somebody, there's so much potential for there just to be a influx of somebody just to strike the right chord and hit the right niche where it penetrates and brings people in and gets people excited. I'm not saying that because obviously with Marvel Strike Force has that built in because Deadpool, right? Everybody, for some reason, everybody loves Deadpool. For the record, don't care. But it's very easy to catch a viral moment with Deadpool because it's Deadpool. With this game, you need to have somebody catch a moment with a character like Lord Vader in order for it to penetrate to a possible viral moment. That being said, if they made a certain redhead great, and they made her do all the things that I think a lot of Star Wars fans know that she could if they treated her right, but it's like you have to treat her right. You can't, because if you don't treat her right, you gonna get got. I mean, it seems so easy, but and I think there's plenty of opportunities. Just is their will to say, there's this redhead that we haven't talked about, and seems really easy. But then again, I'm crazy because it's 2:05 and I'm talking to you guys right now. Anyway, it's 2:05 and I'm talking to you, and I think we're about at the point where I'm done talking to you for right now. That being said, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Appreciate all you do. Appreciate you making your decision to spend some time with me, because I know I can be but It is what it is. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you later. God bless. Hold the line. Bye.